All right. Well, hopefully we're on. I don't know if we are or not. I can't see my other screen. So we gotta go look for the video. I think we're on. Maybe. Yeah, looks like we're on. Hello? Looks like we're on. Hello? Yeah, we're there. All right. Don't have the sound coming through. Oh, looks like no sound. So we'll try to describe a little bit of what we have going on. We have a jetpack. We're in survival mode. We're not on creative mode. This isn't creative. But we are playing with Mechanism Mod. We've already a shot of Freedom Roof. There we go. Coming down with my jetpack. Alright. That's the house. Made it out of some diorite. See if I can open up something else here. There we go. Let's see if I can make this over here. Yeah, there we go. All right. We are playing the Mechanism Mod. Let's go talk about power. I've seen some folks using the gas generator with ethylene, and they have it laid out all over the floor. What's up, ladies? Making me some emeralds? Yeah, we are. Let's go ahead and take those out. We're going to throw that in that ender chest, and they disappear. There's an elevator right here on the floor. I want to press down, and those emeralds, they go right there. So the ladies are doing a fine job for us. Alright, these are called bins, and they're from the Mechanism Mod. Now, for behind the bins, I'm using filtered link cables from Simple Storage Network. And I can right click on that purple and I can program it with what I want to go in there. Now on a bin you can only program one thing. For my wood here, this is my birch. Come around to the purple cable here. I've programmed it for logs, planks, stairs, and everything you see there. So any of these items that I throw in my pouch will end up coming to this area here. Alright. So that's where the emeralds went that the witches are producing for me up there. Power. Oh, we're downstairs. So let's go upstairs. Here we go with power. We have an electrolytic separator sitting on top of a pressurized reaction chamber, sitting on top of a gas burning generator. So we're going to say that again, just in case you'd like to write it down. Electrolytic separator sitting on top of a pressurized reaction chamber, sitting on top of the gas burning generator. All right, let's talk about the electrolytic separator. I'm going to right click it. It has a water source, and it's taking hydrogen and oxygen from that water. Okay, so what we have it doing then is come down here to the pressurized reaction chamber, and it's taking water and hydrogen, which it's getting from the above machine, along with an input of biofuel. And so with the hydrogen and biofuel and water, it makes ethylene. The ethylene it sends out down below to the gas burning generator, and here's the ethylene. so it will burn this when needed. So where are we getting the biofuel? Right here from this bin. It's coming up through a logistical transporter and over into the pressurized reaction chamber. Now the pressurized reaction chamber has it produces ethylene and also a byproduct called substrate. I don't have any use for the substrate at the moment, so I was saving it for a while, but since then I've gotten rid of it. And now I have a nullifier from the thermal mod, which is a trash can. When you auto feed the nullifier, it just automatically throws things away. So it just deletes it. Alright, sitting here on top of my electrolytic separator is a basic chemical tank with hydrogen, and it's set to idle. So in other words, when that gets full, then the machines will quit running. This machine here is set up to dump excess oxygen and dump excess hydrogen. Okay, the excess hydrogen, so here it will fill this. When this hydrogen starts to run low, then the machines kick on in order with burning more biofuel. Biofuel, I get a lot of biofuel from a baked potato. A baked potato creates 7 biofuels. So this baked potatoes will come out of that bin, go into this crusher, go down into this. Now right now that's 8,192 is the maximum number for that bin. If I upgrade that to the next tier, it can hold 32,000. Don't have the need for it at the moment, so everything just sits there. Not sure if you can hear those witches making noise over here. Making plenty of noise. So let's hit escape. Go to my options, go to my music and sounds. Hostile creatures, let's turn them down a little bit. Alright, now by looking out my windows here, I can tell it's dark outside. I have an underwater view there. So we're going to move over here. We'll jump into bed, make it the daytime. Again, we're playing survival. We're not in creative. We don't have any of that action going on. Here's an ender chest, and we share this ender chest. It's red, white, and blue, representing our mail service. So a scuba suit, a carved pumpkin. So that's in there for the other players here on the server. There's a total of 4 of us. All right. Now, what we did there is we drank nutritional paste. Nutritional paste is a great thing here in the mechanism mod. We'll go on downstairs. Here is our nutritional paste machine, and it can take all the fish, cooked fish, raw fish, green potatoes, monster flesh, carrots, watermelon, potatoes, baked potatoes, and it can make it all into nutritional paste. When it does, it comes up here into this elite chemical tank. So there's a canteen there that's already full with 64 buckets. This elite chemical tank can hold 1,024 buckets. And we have a canteen on us already right here. So if we needed to, we could come here, take this canteen out, and put this canteen up there to fill it. Beside of this, I have a smelter, energized smelter. So if I throw raw fish, again, the purple cable here on the back, raw pork, raw mutton, raw steak, raw chicken, kelp, raw fishes will come here. This will cook them. And from being cooked, it'll come up and they'll get sucked into this chest. I'm sorry, they'll go from the chest down into the smelter, from the smelter to the energized machine, made into nutritional paste, which it says nutritional paste, however, it considers it a gas. And then the gas will go up and be stored in there for us to use later on. So we can still do all the gardening. Now here we have a white elevator from Elevator Mod. I can stand on this, press my space bar, and we're upstairs. There's another white elevator there. Space bar, and we're upstairs. Alright, here's a small crafting area here where I have my control circuits, my enriched items, and my alloys here from Mechanism. And again, on the back is the simple storage network cables and filters. So if I need to make steel, which is right up there, 3,539 steel ingots, how do we do that? Well, we can take two, oops, I don't want two stacks. We can take 2 carbon, and we can take 8 iron. And this is just to show you. We can run over here, throw 1 carbon in there, our 8 iron in there, our carbon in there, and we can come over here, 35, 39. That's going to go up. There we go. So it went up 8. Now, how did these chests do that? Let's go on downstairs here and see. We have a metallurgic infuser, and a smelter. So to make steel, it took the carbon along with the iron, made it to iron dust, which then went over here. That iron, not iron dust, I forget the name of it, but anyway, it went to the next metallurgic infuser, which therefore made steel dust, and the steel dust went to the smelter, energized smelter, which down in the chest it went. Down in there is a filtered cable that takes it up through that and up into the system. So I have a crusher, an enricher, another metallurgic infuser, and an osmium compressor all down here. But yet I can throw something in there to smelt it. I can throw something in there to crush it. Let's say I needed some more crushed. Let's say I need some gold dust. I could throw some gold in there. If I needed some more enriched redstone, I could throw it in the enriched. I could throw redstone in this chest, and it would automatically enrich it, and then automatically store it right there. All right. Now, tablets, energy cubes, chemical tanks, and this one up here is for steel casings. Those are the items that you need lots of when you're making solar panels or things like that here in the mechanism mod. All right, so let's go outside and see what we have going on here. Oh, we made a kitchen, got a fridge. This comes from Mr. Crayfish's Furniture Mod. You can stick food in the fridge. I'm pretty sure you can make ice here too, I think. You can put a water source underneath your sink and get constant water. Or you just take a bucket and you'll never dry it up. Over here we got a pork chop on the grill. Pressure plate here to open our gate. That way if we right click to get in the gate, step on the pressure plate and that closes it. But we can just walk straight out. Over here's a library. There's no books in it yet, but I got a couple librarians in there captured so I could trade with them. Got some sheep, cows, a couple pigs, a couple horses over there. A chicken doing his duty. Oh, now we got some farmers picking potatoes. And these farmers pick these potatoes, which fills up their inventory. And then they walk over to this guy. He's hungry because his inventory isn't full, so they throw potatoes to him. And when they try to do that, they get sucked into that hopper and down into the ground into a chest. So these farmers just keep picking potatoes and keep throwing them to him. And same thing, these farmers on this side. They pick the potatoes, they throw them to him. I might have to remove that door. That door is something I did new. I might remove that because it keeps stepping up on it. And, oh, poisonous potato. Now, when it gets 10 o'clock, these guys will then come downstairs to their bedroom. This is their quarters. Now the other guys, they have 3 villagers. They only had 2, but they have a little bit better quarters. Okay. They're a little happier because they have a kitchen. with chicken. And because of that, they got happy and made a third villager, if you know what I mean. So I had to move an extra bed in here. And then since they created a third villager, a baby, and he grew up to be a regular villager without a job, we threw down a third composter, which therefore assigned that guy the job of being a farmer. But I think I have to get rid of that. Let's go up in the air and show you why. Here's a hole in the floor. In here we have a chest. Nothing in it. Alright, so we got 39 potatoes from the other farm. The 3 farmers, they haven't produced much. So I might have to take those little gates off the front. Because maybe they're jumping up on there and they're able to get the potatoes to the guy that's hungry there. Alright. Going through our woods here. We got some acacia trees here. Got our little potato farm on the side. Carrots. Some bees. Beehive there. Got some bunnies in a cage. Follow our little path. We're trying to experiment here. We're trying to make a really woodsy path to walk around. So here's a building. Open the door. And we have the nether portal. But here's a portal. And this goes to our friend Christina's house. She's new. She just started playing. Very first time ever. And we can walk through it. And we're at her house. Here she has some ender pearls growing. Watermelons. Her garden here. Go up in the air. She's got a nice wheat garden with some potatoes and carrots. Got her farm going here. Got a great looking house with polished andesite, polished diorite. Good looking stuff. She even put a swimming pool in over here. Real nice. With a sandstone bottom. Yeah. Polished diorite edges. Looking great. We're also playing with a mod called Tinker's Construct. So Tinker's Construct gives us slime. So I don't see any around here. But we've gone up to a slime island and got some slime dirt and slime trees. So that way we can have our slime tools. Such as this axe. And slime hammers. That's some white glazed terracotta that goes down into a mine here. Plenty of stuff to get here. And this goes on down to level 5. So get down in there and get you some resources. There's a small solar panel. That's what keeps her portal charged. So that way we can just walk straight to my house. Again, here we go. Open that. We can skip the woods. Oh, there's something we worked on today. We're trying to replicate a pyramid. So I started making it out of cobblestone. Then I'm slowly replacing the cobblestone with sandstone. But I'm trying to replicate the pyramids you find in the desert. Woohoo! And I built it right over top where I found caverns. These caverns are pretty lengthy. You gotta get out here and go home and go to bed. I like having a jetpack. There's our farms. Our jungle trees we brought in from the jungle. This is our second house. We had another house that was right here and we flattened it. Just wasn't happy with it. little landing pad out here. We got some solar panels. Now this is pretty cool here. The Tinker's Construct has a smeltery. I'm going to show you that. So let's go show you the smeltery. It's where the witches were hanging out. You can get there a couple different ways. We'll go this way. This is our original entrance. So this is the Tinker's Construct smeltery. So if we need a nickel or, I don't know, any of our ores, we could throw the ores in here and they can make into ingots. Over here we have ingot casts. So it will become molten iron. We can flip a switch and pour an iron ingot and it will go into this chest. We can throw multiple stacks in here and from there it will automatically get sucked into the smeltery. Now the smeltery also produces bones and arrows and all kind of stuff because bad guys fall into it. And you notice that goes up in the ceiling. So let's go show you where it goes to. It goes to here. Open that. Oh, look at there. Mob grinding unit. Utilities. So in here is a dark room. So what happens is bad guys will spawn in here and they'll fall down in there where those witches are. See the witches? They're going to try to throw potions at me. Oh, they're hurting themselves. So the bad guys land on these, they spawn in here. These are conveyor belts that throw all the bad guys down in there. This piece of glass is here because I have a spawner. I went to the nether and I found a blaze spawner, so I can throw a blaze spawner against that piece of glass and then close the door. And then the blazes will spawn in there. The blazes will then fall down into the smeltery, and then I can make blaze rods from the blazes being in my smeltery. Well, hey, I'm Milto. Woohoo! Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully, if you got any questions, maybe we can show you some more of the power setup for Mechanism. I've watched a bunch of videos and they're just they have that same power system, but they're all spread out all over the floor and taking up a lot of room, whereas we just did it right on top of one another. And we have plenty of power. Lots of power. Lots and lots of power. There's our Freedom Roof. Again, thanks for watching. Minecraft in there with Milto. And we'll go ahead and get off here and holler at you next time.